What's happening, family? Hey, it's your boy Andre Romance, and I'm up at this thing again. Yeah, what up, y'all? I'm out here at this thing again, once again. Please check this out. It might be of a benefit to you. It may be for you, it may not be, but ultimately I want to shine light on my people as I get in tune with these videos, you know. So check out this is our people, and it is good that we back and support each other, you know, as far as growing our community and who we are. You know what I'm saying?
What's up, motherfucker? You having a problem with your car? Your alternator, your starter, your axle, your engine went out on you. Don't worry. WW Towing is the only place to go. You never know who will tow your car. It could be me, it could be Epps, it could be a little midget Kevin Hart. Don't worry, I got your part. Everything you need to know is right here with WW Towing. Your Escalade will run. Don't worry, WW Towing will get you. You miss a few payments, and they don't want to put the payment on your car. You want your car towed? WW Towing. Whatever it is, WW Towing is the only place to go. You never know who will tow your car. I have to go right now. I have to tow a car. Chicago, you heard me. WW
Towing. But anyhow, today I'm coming to y'all with another one. I want to help y'all identify what your passion is, because I know a lot of us, and I've been teaching and preaching this for a while, about finding out what your passionate is, or what you're passionate about and what your passion is, and setting a goal and accomplishing this goal, starting a business for yourself, all of these different things I've been talking about. And so I want to identify, because I realized that I am given just a portion of where we need to be thinking. Now I want to tap into how to identify it, because I mean, you may not know, and if you don't know, you're still gonna be stuck. It's like telling somebody do better but never teaching them how, you know. So I want to help y'all to identify what your passion is, right? So from the base scale of everything, you have your talents, right? You have things that you're interested in. This would be like stuff that you see other people do and you're like, oh wow, that's cool, I wish I could do that. You know, things that are cool to you. And then you have what you're passionate about. This would be like something that it doesn't matter where you are in your life. This makes you feel good about yourself. It makes you feel good about everything around you. You will lose sleep if you could not do this anymore. That would be a passion. But what we have as human beings, we identify our things that we like to do, things that we enjoy to do, as something that we're passionate about. And it screws a lot of us up. A lot of us create businesses based on something that we like, or you know, based on something that we say, I could see myself doing that for the rest of my life. But really, that's not what makes it your passion. Okay, a passion is something that you don't have to be paid to do. And then even if you create a business out of it, it doesn't devalue that passion, your passion to do that thing, whatever the particular thing is that you do. So let's run it back again. And I want you all to understand it so that we can move forward, you know, and we are identifying what our passion is. And it's just not a hobby, you know. So a passion is not a hobby. Okay, I'm gonna say that one more time. Your passion is not your hobby. And I had a lot of hobbies growing up. In my time, I did everything. Like I was telling y'all in previous videos, I'm a jack of all trades. And growing up in middle school, high school, elementary school, I did everything, you know. It doesn't mean I was passionate about everything that I could do. I just had the skill that I can do all of these different things. Now what I'm passionate about is talking. It's communicating, expressing my knowledge to everybody around me, and being a help, being of service to people. That's my passion. I don't have to get paid to do this. I don't have to be manipulated, or I don't have to be coached into being positive and speaking positivity into someone's life. And that's what I know I'm passionate about. Because if I couldn't do that, I would lose sleep over it. If I had to wake up every day and I couldn't say anything positive to somebody, or I couldn't think positively enough to give somebody a compliment or uplift somebody, I would lose sleep over that. And so that's my passion. For you all, whatever your passion is, it's not going to be a hobby. It's not going to be something that you get tired of doing. Okay? A passion is something that you never grow tired of. It doesn't matter if you're getting paid for it or not. Like me, I'm an artist, right? And I can draw and airbrush, and a lot of people knew me in high school for airbrushing. I did the clothes and all of that stuff. But one thing about it was, once I really started to build my business around airbrushing, I started to dislike doing it. It became more of a hindrance to me than it was enjoyable. And that's what you have to avoid. Okay, you have to avoid that. Because you like something and you wouldn't mind doing it as a career doesn't mean that it's your passion. And so we have to be mindful of that. Even us as teenagers going into college, don't pick a major that you're not passionate about. And don't allow someone to teach you and tell you that you need to go to college right after high school. That's probably one of the worst things that I did in my younger youth that caused me to be in debt so long in my life, is that I was not ready to go to college. I was not ready to pick up a career. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I wasn't in that mental state where I can identify that this is what I want to do the rest of my life. I had an idea that this is what I love to do. I like to draw and I like to design and stuff like that. I loved all of that stuff, but I did not love the school portion that came along with it, okay? Now, when you find your passion, whatever your passion is, that's when you go after it. But this is how you find your passion. You have to try enough things, and you have to weed out enough things that are not your passion. Okay? So your passion is not just going to come overnight. It's not just something that you think about until you get it. Okay? You have to literally be active in your life. You have to be trying those things that, like I was saying, your hobbies, the things you're interested in. You want to be trying them. Do them. Do test runs. Do test trials. You know what I'm saying? I did a lot of test trials on everything. I went through the beat making. I was trying to sell beats at one point. I had a home studio at one point. I was doing a home studio. I was a tailor at one point, and I was selling prom dresses and all kind of stuff. And then I was airbrushing, and I was doing that, and I was just all over the place. I mean, I even did like cable installation. The list goes on. Things that I like to do, things that I was interested in doing, but I was not passionate about. And so I don't want you all to get discouraged because you have something that you like to do, but you don't necessarily see yourself doing as a career. That just means it's not your passion, okay? It doesn't mean that you shouldn't do it, because it's still enjoyable to do, but it's when it becomes a job, when it becomes something that you have to do, then it's no longer fun. Okay, and so I don't want you all to end up with that type of situation. You know, like for me, airbrushing became a hindrance once I started creating a business out of it. But before the business, man, I loved to do it. I was doing it all the time. I was creating my own clothing. I was airbrushing model cars. I was so far gone with it, you know. It was like an everyday thing for me, and the more people I started to encounter, the more customers, the more clientele, the more business that started to come, I started to recognize there were things that I was not interested in doing as far as airbrush. Like, you have your own style of how you like things done, or how you like to do things, and this goes for your hobbies, right? You got a particular way that you like to do stuff, and when you start going into business, once you start doing your hobbies as a business, you find out how much you really like it, because you're going to come across jobs that you don't enjoy doing, that you wouldn't normally do. Is going to be totally the opposite of what you like. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be able to do that, even if you don't like it. And that's what creates that imbalance of, was it just a hobby, or are you really passionate about it? Now, you're going to have challenges, of course. With any business, there's challenges. But identifying your hobbies as your passion is not what the answer is, okay? So, when you find your passion is going to allow you to do anything that anybody asks you to do when it comes to that passion. And you'll gladly do it. You won't be hindered by the amount of money that you're gonna make if you do it, or how long of a time they're gonna give you to do it, or if they're gonna tell you exactly how they want it done. Okay, you won't have a problem with that, because doing it, whatever it is all that's gonna matter to you, and it's gonna bring you joy to do it. So I hope this video helped y'all, man. I hope you are able to identify what you're passionate about, and the sooner the better. But if you don't know, the ultimate way to find it is to trial and error. You know what I'm saying? You have to go through the trial and error with the things that you enjoy doing. Okay, whether it be bowling, skating, playing basketball, football, poetry writing books, starting a blog, music, whether you rap or sing, make beats. The list goes on. Graphic design, you have to go through that trial and error to where you start working in something, and if you are not satisfied with how it makes you feel, know that maybe it's not your passion. But it still doesn't mean that you can't make money and start a business from it. Alright? So I love y'all. I hope y'all find y'all passion. I hope y'all really putting the work in to find out what you are, who you are, how to do what you need to do to make it to your next greater self, your next level. And man, we're gonna keep this thing moving. If you have a business or a company or something like that, you want me to shout you out, send me a message. I am going to start putting my people in these videos, man. And if you're doing something, I want to see what you're doing so that I can push you out there and help you get some headway as well as I grow. I want to see y'all growing with me. So I'm gonna start just like I hooked my young brother up, the beat maker, and it's gonna be more of that to come. So y'all keep me up, I'm gonna keep y'all up, and I'm out of this thing, man.